Can I improve my performance in sports with Silva Method? Yes, absolutely, you can. If I was able to do it, you can do this too. The Silva Method is a holistic program for mind body awareness. It teaches the fundamentals of meditation and how to use these skills to improve your performance in sports. Welcome everyone. My name is Katarzyna Ostasz. I am certified Silva Method instructor, mindset coach, business trainer, and I am absolutely grateful and happy to facilitate this master class for you and be able to tell you a little bit more based on my own story and Silva Method fundamentals, how you can improve your performance in sports with Silva Method. What is very, very exciting is the fact that everything what I will be sharing with you is based also on science fundamentals. So as I said, I am absolutely happy and grateful to be here with you today. So I am planning to spend with you, I presume, around 30, maybe 40 minutes talking about your physical activities that you can improve by using the Silva Method. And it's great to see you here. You see the chat box on your left side of the screen. Use it. Let me know who is with me today. You are more than welcome to ask me a question. I would be able to answer those questions later on, probably during this masterclass or once we are going to complete our masterclass. But I think that now I'm just going to present for you what we are going to do today, just to be concrete and in details. So this is what I prepared for you for today. As I said to you, first of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about improving sport performance based on my own true story. And I'm going to share with you today experience with relations to my running activities. And then I'm going to focus on three, in my opinion, the most important fundaments that Silva Method can offer you that can help you improving your performance in sports. But I always like to say that these fundaments would be able to help you to improve generally your physical activities. And as I mentioned at the beginning during my introduction, those fundaments, those principles are science-based facts. And by the end of our masterclass today, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Silva Method news, what is very, very hot at the moment on the plate that I can offer for you. So please make sure to stay with me till the end. Okay, guys, so let's start it. And just a reminder for everyone who are with me right now live, remember you have a chat box to use, and people who are going to watch a replay of this interview, remember that you have a comment box below available underneath of my video. You are more than welcome to use it. You are more than welcome to reflect on everything what I will be sharing with you during this masterclass, and even ask me a question. I would be able to see it, so later on I would be able also to answer your question. Okay, so let's start it. First of all, I want to let you know that today I am with my top. As you can see, this is the top saying that it's VHI Women's Mini Marathon. And I received this top, I think that it was 4th of June, so 3 weeks ago, when I completed my third 10K, when I completed my third mini marathon that I ran this year. So I decided to show off a little bit just to show you and prove you that if I was able to change something in my life, when I was able to improve something in my life, you can do this too. Moreover, I'm going also to present for you my 3 medals. Maybe just very, very quickly, I will come back to the first slide because the photos that I posted here for you on that presentation will represent particular medals that I'm going to present for you today. Just again, to inspire you and to believe within you that trust that, yes, I can do it. Once I'm going to apply these 3 principles that Katarzyna is going to explain to me today, I would be able to do the same. So my first VHI mini marathon, this marathon is the most popular, and I would say that the larger marathon for women that it's organized here in Ireland, where I do live for the last 15 years. I actually ran with Joanna. You can see Joanna here on the photo. So that was my first experience running 10K with a large group of women. Then we had a 2 years break. We all know why. And then last year, I would say that it was a very, very special edition of VHI Mini Marathon because it was 40th edition. And for everyone who know me better, you know that last year I turned 40. So, I found that particular number of VHI Mini Marathon and my age as a coincidence, and that's why I really feel that medal, and it was really, really great time for me in order to preparations, doing a training, and also being able to train myself mentally for everything what I was able to achieve. This is actually the photo in the middle. The weather was not great. I can easily recall my experience from the last year running this VHI mini marathon because, we had a rain, it was windy, but I was able to made it. So that was the second medal. And just from the 3 weeks ago, as you know, that was my third time participating and running VHI mini marathon. And this time I was very, very serious in order to preparation because I made a clear intention for myself that it will be absolutely amazing if I would be able to run this 10K under an hour. I can tell you straight away that I made it. And in this masterclass, I'm going to explain you step by step the process of my mental preparation to this race and obviously my physical activities, my training. So now I think we can start it. We will see if that's going, if these medals are going to make a lot of noises, I'm going to take them off, but it's just for now, just for fun. I believe that once people are going to see me with 3 medals on my neck, I'm going to attract more people to watch this masterclass. So, okay, guys, so let's start it. So just to tell you a little bit more behind the scene and the fact that I really, really adore that healthy and active lifestyle, because I can tell you already that this is part of my lifestyle. It's something behind being healthy, active. You know me, you know what I do, and every single day I am working with people. I am engaging myself, my energy with people. So I know that if I want to do this kind of job within the next 20, 30, or maybe even 40 years, I need to do care of myself from that mental health, emotional perspective. So I know that it's absolutely necessary for me to also keep my body active. So just for you to be aware that I'm not really having this healthy lifestyle because I want to show you that yes, I can make it and I can have, 3 different medals on my neck, but the why is much bigger. If you are working, in very, very similar environment like me, that working with people requires from you a lot of energy because you want to be seen by your clients, by the group of people that you are facilitating, as a person with beautiful energy, as a person who is very productive, as a person who always have a big smile on your face. So this is really my goal. So I know that I always try to do my best to make my physical activities my habitual behavior because it's really all about boosting my energy. you know that I would be meditating every single day, twice a day even. And this is how I do care about my energy level, obviously, vibration level. But I found that physical activities make me also more energetic, productive, and generally happier person. So just to share that information before we are going to move to these three fundamentals that I believed can help you improve your performance in sports, in different physical activities, because I was able to use them to improve my performance in sports. And also working with, so many different people and having an individual client conversation and consultation, I found that this particularly three elements are absolutely amazing and very, very effective in order to improving your performance in sports. So as you can see today, we are going to talk about vision, but more likely we are going to use the part of our vision, which is the process of visualization and imaginations, that once you are going to apply in your daily life, in your training, you will see how huge a difference having vision can make for your life, for your sport performance. Because only what you will need to do is really all about to make a decision. And then you need to know and see what kind of details, right, I want to have on my mental screen. I'm going to explain you that later on during this masterclass. Then I believe working with people and thinking and by my own experience that we really need to be focused on our particular physical activities, on that performance that we are going to do in order to preparing us something for a game, for some race, for some competition, because we really need to concentrate ourselves, have a better energy, and do a lot of step-by-step repetition. That's going to be a key to see your results. And then, thinking about the Silva method, thinking about myself, my own experience, I know that listening to your body while preparing yourself to some new physical activities, to some competition, to some game is a key in order to make your goal happen. So today in this masterclass, as you already know, I'm going to focus on three elements, three fundaments of the Silva method that, like I said, helped me to improve my performance in sports, and they are vision, focus, and intuition. So let's start it. Before we are going to start it, straight away, I want to tell you that on this Silva Method Island YouTube channel, you can already find two absolutely amazing videos. One of the videos is a guided meditations that will teach you and will help you to develop more focus, that will help you to be more in the present moment, that will help you to increase your concentration level before your training. And I'm talking right now about the guided meditations called Focus, Be in the Moment, that is available on this channel. So this is even how you can start your day with, knowing that right now I am preparing myself maybe for some competition, for some game, or for some race, and I know that I need more focus because there is so many things going on around me and I need to be focused. And you know me, and you know that every single time in the one-to-one class settings or when we are working together and we are with the group, I love to say, because that's true, that you need to do a lot of repetitions in order to becoming a master in some activities. So I would say that my educational video called The Power of Repetition as the Key to Manifesting will explain you better why you need to repeat your physical activities slowly, step by step, to help you to see results in your life, to help you to see that, yes, I am mastering my skills and I'm becoming better and better. So very, very important information at the beginning of the class that I believe you will find very, very supportive and beneficial. So let's start it. First element that was able to help me to improve my sports activities, and that it's absolutely popular amongst the athletes environment, is working with vision. And just to be very, very specific, it's really all about using your visualization, your faculties of genius. That is a key skill that can pay dividends in your sports performance. To be honest with you, in every single performance, but today we are focusing on our sports activities. So, as you know, visualization sometimes is referred to as guided imagery or mental rehearsal. This is the process of using senses to mentally rehearse a skill you wish to execute. And again, working with that particular fundaments for the last 8 years, I know that many people, when first think about visualization, they already think about using the sense of sight. But here is maybe not mistake, but here is a little bit tricky situation, because best use of visualization includes a combination of all of our senses. So this helps to make the imagery move more vivid. That's why many athletes, they would not only include visual aspects, so seeing themselves maybe, with the medal on their neck, being on the podium, or winning some competition and race, but they would also include some kinesthetic elements of visualization. What I mean about that is they would apply their feelings to that practice, plus they are going to work with auditory aspect of visualization. So they are going to work with their senses, what they can see, what kind of the noises, sometimes interruptions may appear on their way once they are going to perform some sports activity. So this is very, very important information for you, that once you are going to work mentally in order to prepare yourself for some game, competition, race, you name it, it's very, very important to not only see that desired outcome of yourself, like in my case, for that particular race was to reach the ending line, the finish line, under an hour. But it was easier for me to see that. But I was practicing mentally what kind of emotions I'm going to feel once I'm going to reach that finish line. I was able to practice mentally, the sounds, the voices that I'm going to experience while I'm going to run. So remember about that, because it's very, very powerful, and it's not only obviously my opinion, but you can talk about so many athletes that they already shared their outcome, or that they were conducted so many interviews telling exactly about that particular fundament that I am sharing with you right now. So just remember, using the mind, an athlete called up this imagery over and over and over again, enhancing the skills through repetition or rehearsal, similar to some physical practice. And as I've already said, but I'm just going to emphasize that last bullet points that you can see on that presentation, visualization is absolutely one of the most well-researched mental skills in the sport area, and with practice can really make the difference on a race day. I remember I can right now easily recall a biography of Michael Phelps. I think that it's easier for you to recall his name, this Olympic winner of so many swims. And I remember saying him that every single morning, before even he's going to step into the swimming pool, he would visualize himself, not only to see himself that he's going to be the best in the world, but he was able to associate a lot of feelings and sounds while doing this mental rehearsal. So remember about that. That's the key. It's not really only about the mental images. It's important to see yourself from that desire point of view, but I would say that it's not only one element that you can use in your visualization. And as you know, I'm sharing this also based on my own experience. So now, proving you a few more things. Actually, guys, I think that I'm going to take this off because I see a lot of noises, so it might impact the quality of this masterclass. So right now, I just want to prove you by using few of my screenshots when I did my training preparations for that last year, that I for that last race that I took part 3 weeks ago. I want to show you and explain you in more specific aspect how I was using the mirror of the mind, as you know, the most popular tools from the Silva Method Foundations program, that it's really all about to help you to visualize your desired outcome. So it was very, very easy for me to picture myself in my white framed mirror of the mind, seeing, feeling, and sensing everything what I really want to reach from that desired outcome. And this is just basically my improvements that I was able to experiencing through my training preparation. So I remember I started my preparations to this mini marathon 3 months prior, that official race, but I started just from walking. I had a 4 months break, November, December, January, and February. It was very, very relaxing for me. I was very active, but I was not running at that time. So this is how I started. I started from very, very simple walking activities. Then I remember I was all about to mix it. So I was walking and then I was able to run for 1 kilometers. And when I reached, the moment that I was very confident to run my 5K, as you can see, I was able to start working on my improvement. Working, visualizing also myself during my morning and evening meditation, seeing myself, as a person who is getting better, 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 and better, having my mental image that on the 4th of June, 2023, I would be able to reach the finish line under an hour. That was my goal. That was my very, very clear image. But I knew that it will be great for my mind to measure it. So you know that we have so many different applications. For instance, here I was using Strava that I have in my phone. You can obviously connect these applications with your watch that would be able also to show you on the way during the training how you are getting on. So just look here on my improvements, right? So see, when I was able confidently to run 5K, as you can see, first of all, I was reaching around 33 minutes. And then I was able to improve myself and be better and better and be able to run 5K within 31 minutes. Then, as you can see, it's 30 minutes and 49 seconds. And then I remember the day, it was amazing day because I was like, okay, now I am ready to reach 5K within 30 minutes. And I did it. And then I think that it was in some stage in May, I will need to obviously look for the day that I set up my personal record during this year for the 5K distance. And that was 29 minutes, 22 seconds. And then after a while, I remember it was probably next week, I was able to reach 29 minutes. And that was my new personal record running 5K. So then I said to myself, okay, because I know that I'm going to take part in mini marathons, so my distance is actually 10K, it will be great for me also to start running a little bit longer distance. And this is how I started from 6K, 7K, and then I think that the longer distance that I did before my mini marathon was, as you can see, 8K. And see, for the average pace, I was able to run the longer distance even quicker to compare to my 5K distance from 2 months ago. So I was like, Definitely, now I am ready. I also know that I'm going to be prepared mentally, physically. I was focusing also on having, more, I would say, healthier food. I was focusing on my diet. I was eating everything, but being more conscious and paying attention to actually, that nutritional aspect, just to fuel my body from that nutritional perspective. And this is how I was able to make it. This is the way how I was able to reach my goal. And I ran mini marathon under an hour this year for the first time. And this is what I wanted to show you as well, because I just kept for myself the text that I've got through um, organizations that was all about to prepare for us this race. And here you can see improvements. So think about it. A year ago, as I said, I know that we can say, yeah, the weather was not great, but I know that this year I was able to prepare myself better from that mental perspective and also from that physical perspective, taking into considerations the three elements that I am sharing with you during this masterclass. And see, that's almost 3 minutes improvement. So last year, absolutely, I had a great fun. I was able to run a mini marathon, but it was more than an hour. This year, my goal was very, very specific, very concrete. I was able to measure it. Last year, I was measuring myself as well, just to basically see the progress, because I know that this is what my brain likes to see, loves to see. So here it is, 2023 VHI's Women Mini Marathon. Congrats, Katarzyna. Cheap time, 58 minutes, 48 seconds. And to be honest with you, when I do think right now about myself, I know that I can definitely prepare myself for the next year, because I've already signed up myself for that absolutely amazing event, that I can make it within even 15 minutes. I know that I can do this. However, I know that I will need to prepare myself mentally. I would need to listen to my body through the training, and obviously I would need to be focused on everything what I want to achieve. So that was just the first element, talking about the vision, visualizing myself, and making a progress, being able to measure myself, and having that very, very specific mental image, seeing myself, during the race day when I hitting that finish line under an hour. That was my goal, and I think that now I proved to you that I was able to do so. And here I just decided to share with you very, very important facts that I always love to share once we are in the Silva Method classes, or when I do work one-to-one with people in order to some sport performance. See, the key when you visualize is that you stimulate the same brain regions as you would when you physically perform the same skills. This is absolutely fascinating story, because you notice, right, that our brain cannot see the difference between our physical reality and vivid imagination while at alpha level, while at meditation level. So that's why effective visualization also fires impulses to the muscles, priming them for action. That's why we are becoming more effective. That's why visualization is so effective. So remember that the more vivid the visualization is, the more effectively your brain primes your muscles to complete the same physical and even technical action in a competition scenario. That's why so many athletes, they are mentally rehearsal their performance, their games, the swimmers, runners, you name it. So many different physical activities that we can just recall right now. It's absolutely important, and you know that even sport psychology is talking about that. You also probably agree with me that the top athletes around the world, they do have their own coaches that work with them from that mentality perspective, just to program them to become better, 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 and better. Because they know that once they are going, first of all, to visualize themselves that they would be able to make it, the body will follow that mental image. Again, I think that I don't need to tell you that this particular aspect works also when we talk about healing, when we talk about your business improvement, relationship improvement. I'm only saying because it's not really relevant for our masterclass today. So now let me tell you a little bit about focus and concentration and how this element can help you in order to your sports performance, in order to improving your sport performance. So you also agree with me, I know, that focus is one of the most important mental skills in sports. And straight away, with a huge confidence, I can tell you, based on working with people, reading so many scientific principles about that particular aspect, thinking about my own experience, that, listen to this, your daily meditation can improve your focus and concentration, as by being at your level, as by slowing down your brainwave frequency, you will reduce stress, anxiety, and you will be better able to bounce back from your distractions. And let's be honest, we know that we are all going to have some distractions on the way. Even if I do think about my plan and schedule and agenda that I set up for myself for my training, as I said to you, starting 3 months before the VHI mini marathon race, some distractions obviously showed up on my way. Sometimes I had a lot of work to do. Sometimes, I need to kind of, let's say, cancel my training because of some family responsibilities. We have a life, but once you are going to be stick to that routine, once you are going to be focused and most concentrate, I can only tell you that you are going to see better results. So here I decided to share, to kind of present you 4 tips that might be great for you in order to help you to increase that focus and concentrations that you need in order to be better with your sport performance, physical activities. So the one that I set up for myself, it was be really, really honest with myself. It was very, very important for me to recognize the things that break my focus. So like I said to you, I've noticed that when I do run with the music, it's not great for me. Many people were asking me, Kasia, do you have some routine? Do you have your favorite music? Maybe you're all about to, repeating some mantra, some positive statement, affirmations while you're running. And I've just noticed that it's not really great for me. I just had to be focused on my breathing. And that was the most effective way for me to be very, very much concentrating during my training. And that was exactly the same while I was during my 10K race. Again, it's just me. For me, these other distractions was not really great. Okay. Also, sometimes, I really wanted to encourage my colleagues from my estate where I do live, or some people that may accompany me during my race. But then I noticed that, the training was not really effective because we ended up chatting, or, maybe the person was not ready like me to run the distance within that average pace that I was able to do. So I made the decision that, okay, if I want to go for a chat, I will go for a chat. But if I want to go for a training, I'm going to go for my training. So that was really all about acknowledging and being honest with myself that, no, if I want to be focused, if this is all about my training, let's do the training. Then obviously, as I've already shared to you, I was very, very focusing on my target. I was absolutely clear on what I am going to focus on during my training. If I was all about to run 5K, that was my clear focus. If I just wanted to maybe, as I started, first of all, walk for the 3 kilometers, that was my focus. If I was able to see in my calendar that, okay, this is Thursday, this is Wednesday, I know that after my working activities, spending time with my kids, cooking a dinner, I see the training here, in my schedule. This is what I am going to do. So I was very, very convincing myself to have a focus and be concentrate on everything what I plan, because I know that the repetition, step-by-step repetition, my plan is going to help me to reach something that I wanted to reach it. And then, very, very early in the morning when I was at my meditative level, very, very often I was using, some positive affirmations. Let's call them positive suggestions. The one that I always start my day with is every day, in every day, I'm getting better, better, and better. So when I was working with the mirror of the mind, picturing myself, with that clear mental image, very, very often I was able to saying to myself that particular sentence, knowing, right, and expecting at the same time that absolutely today I'm going to be better and better. And as you already saw, I've presented for you a few screenshots. I was able to do so. And the very, very important aspect that would always help you to improve your focus is, like we said, using imagery before your game, before your race, before your competition. You just need to imagining yourself performing successfully. This is what we just said. Remember, using your visualization and imagination, it's not only about seeing yourself, but it's all about feeling like that person who is going to reach that particular goal, who is going to be first, second, third. It might be even doesn't matter for you, right? However, that very, very important aspect is going to also improve your focus. So remember, like I said, apply all of your senses and try also include emotions that you want to be feeling while, being at that race, game, competition, you name it. So focus is very, very, very important fundaments in order to improving your physical activities and your sport performance. And again, maybe we should start from listening to our body when we talk about sport performance. But I just decided that I'm going to talk about our intuition and listening to our body as a third element during this masterclass, because I believe thinking about myself, knowing so many people that I used to work with, thinking about Silva graduates, I know that listening to your body during physical activity, it's a key. Let me explain you why. See, I've very, very often coming across, some articles, some suggestions that promotes exercise-related injuries, saying no pain, no gain. I have to tell you that I have to disagree with that particular saying, because knowing what I know and knowing how important it is to listen to our body makes me, say that I don't believe in that saying, no pain, no gain. And as we know, this is a very popular belief. And if you believe in this, you need to also understand the pain is your body's way of telling you something is wrong. So, yes, I agree. And this is what I was able to experience, that it is a normal feeling to feel sore the day after the workout or even the same day. You might feel even a little bit, I would say, exhausted, like that you have your body, that you feel the tension at some stage, at your legs. However, if you are in pain, this would be my message. Something isn't right. Something isn't right. And you need to, guys, remember about that we do have a body, because always body is going to tell us something. And it's very, very important to listen to that sensation. Okay, because one more time, yes, this is what I'm going to resonate with. That, as I said to you here, it can be a normal to feel sore the day after the workout. Absolutely. But if you are in pain a day, 2 days after, a week after, or even if you are trying to, perform some physical activities, but you are in pain, it's not a normal and healthy scenario of your daily life. So here again, I'm coming up to you with the two suggestions that I believe you may find very, very helpful in order to implying how and why I can actually listen to my body with that attention. The first tips that I want to really, really offer for you here during this masterclass is to know that one of the most effective ways to learn to listen to your body during exercise is to simply tune into your feeling consistently. So how do I feel? Do I feel down? Do I feel anxiety? Can I feel any anger? What this pain is trying to tell me? Because, maybe it will be worth it for you to take a day break and then coming back to that activities. I remember this is what's actually happened for me at some stage this year. Probably it was around April. I was able to feel a little bit pain within my knee. So, knowing the tricks right away, I went to my laboratory, I applied alpha sound, and as we know, this is very, very healing sound for us, but I didn't perform any training. That was a very conscious decision that I need to wait 1, 2, 3 days more, because I knew that before I'm going to go for my training again, I will need to stop for a moment. So this is the way how you can connect yourself more with your feelings. And then this is what it's going to follow up. Once you become more aware of your feelings, you are going to be more mindful of your body sensations during your workouts. So then you will know what to do. If a muscle group is hurting, as I said, first of all, take a mental note of that. And if you are stiff, zone in on the stiff area and fully experience the feeling. Then make changes to your exercise session accordingly. So you would be able then to change something, to improve something. However, as I said, more likely you might be able to take off a day in order to rest. Very, very important. So simply being aware of your feelings and body sensation on a consistent basis will train your mind to listen to your body during workouts. And this is absolutely very, very important third element that I found for myself as a very, very, very effective. So summarizing everything, what I share with you till this moment, guys, if you want to improve your sport performance, or if you just want to really move your ass from that coach, off from that coach, have a vision, know your why, see that particular why actually I would love to become a more active person. Maybe you are not about being a runner, maybe you cannot really picture yourself as an athlete. That's fine, that's okay. You don't have to be one. However, you know that it will be great for you to, keep your body on track because you want to feel great. You want to maybe even look a little bit more healthier. You want your body to keep fit. Vision, focus, and listening to your body will make a difference. And I just want to share with you very, very successful stories that we love to share once we talk about how the Silva method can improve your sport performance. It's beautiful success stories of Bucky Dent, a baseball player with the Chicago White Sox, who began studying the Silva method in 1975. So here again, my message is that, look, it was 1970s when people started to apply the Silva method and it was already working for them. But right now, knowing what we know, I think that you just have to use it, really, if you want to improve your sport performance or physical activity. So this is what he said, that in 1978, he was named most valuable player at the World Series. And then, and we are quoting him, this is what he said: the Silva method helped me with my concentration, and it helped me to relax before the pressure of a game. Because I didn't include today the huge aspect of being relaxed before your training, before your activity. But while you are going to work with your vision, while you are going to be focused on your focus and concentrations during the training, before the game, and while you are going to listen to your body, that's how the relax, you will feel that you are doing everything from that relaxation perspective. And you would be able to see the difference. So remember about that. And just following everything what we know so far, working with so many people in that particular environment, I can, guys, tell you that to this day, many world-class athletes use the principles of the Silva method to everything what I just said to you: visualize their desired outcome, improve focus, and keep their minds and bodies in optimal conditions. And Silva has an especially huge following in sports that encourage a mind-body approach to physical excellence. Because we just showing you the way how you can activate the power that you have within you, talking about your mind perspective and your intuitive insight in everything what you want to improve. So how powerful is that? Think about that and start from simply applying your visualization process in your training procedure. One more time, it will help you with your focus, with your concentration, because you are going to be very specific on what you want to reach, how you want to see yourself performing that particular physical activities. And then please remember, listen to your body along the way. It's very, very important. It's going to save you from so many injuries. And now I just wanted, obviously, to tell you before we are going to finish. See, I told you that we are going to spend 30, 40 minutes, but we are already 47 minutes together, but that's fine. I just had to probably, cover everything in details. Silva Life seminars and Silva Intuition System seminars can help you to activate how you can work with your mind more effectively and how you can use the power of your own intuition. So this is just the basic fundaments that we teach you during our Silva Life System training. It's really all about, as you can see, mastering your stress, expand your learning capacity, manage and transform your pain as well. So you might actually, experience some injury, and then you would know how you can help yourself to reduce that amount of pain that you can feel within your body. Obviously, we're teaching you how you can activate the power to manifest goals, how you can change your habit management for better, how you can sleep without the use of drugs and waking fully rested. This is very, very important skills for you to be better in sports. We also teach you how you can create richer connections in your relationship. Maybe it's not relevant to this masterclass, but it's also very, very important. And how you can free up yourself from that negative beliefs. Because you need to change your beliefs to believe in yourself more. That yes, I can do it. Yes, I can run this 10K under an hour within the 15 minutes, even within the 40 minutes. We are more than we think we are. Silva Intuition System Seminar, it's all about also to find your life purpose, establish a constant connections with source energy, enhance your intuition, activate your healing potential, melt away stress, learn how you can naturally accelerate your body's rate of healing, and obviously also boost your creativity. So this is everything what you would be able to see while deciding to join the Silva Method Foundation program, and I highly recommend for you to use these opportunities. See all the details on the silvamethod.ie website. You would be able to see out there the class schedule for my upcoming online and in-person edition. And for the first time in my masterclass, I also want to tell you a little bit more about my new special offer that is right now available for you guys. And it's already in the working mode. I've already have a few clients working with manifestation coaching process and mind-body coaching process. So if this is something that resonates with you, have a look also. All informations in details you would be able to find on the silvamethod.ie website under the section called Work One-to-One with Me. I know the basic, I know the fundaments, plus this is what I have been already experienced, how we can help you with becoming that manifestation architect, reality architect, when you want to be better in order to manifesting, or maybe you are all about to improve your skills in your mind-body healing approach. Check the details. I am here for you. If you have any questions, you know where you can reach me. So as I said, all informations about the Silva Method edition, online virtual edition and in-person edition, you would be able to find on the silvamethod.ie website. Likewise, you will find informations about one-to-one process with me on the same website. So thank you so much for spending this beautiful time with me. As always, it was absolutely great. I hope that now you are going to apply these three very, very effective elements and you are going to see a difference in your sports performance or any physical activities. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you have any questions while watching a replay of this masterclass, leave a question underneath of this video. Better and better, and see you soon. See you next time. Take care.